The directors of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame have mentioned plenty of times Wolverine by name and saying they wish they could have included him in the MCU. Now they finally talk a little bit about the character finally making it to the big screen sometime in the future and how they would change up some of the elements to differentiate him from the previous iteration. When it comes to the Russo brothers, both of them, Joe and Anthony, have plenty of times talked about the fact that Wolverine is their favorite character, and one of their most prized possessions is still owning Hulk 181, which is the first time Wolverine shows up in Marvel Comics. Now, Joe Russo recently spoke about Wolverine specifically and the previous live-action iteration that was done by Hugh Jackman, and he talks about how that performance is something that's definitive and people love it. It's like Batman. When you look at it, when you analyze it, you think about the actor, you think about how that actor defined an entire generation to what Wolverine is. And he wanted to talk a little bit about reintroducing Wolverine to a brand new audience. And he says that they have to come up with something new, something different and a unique take on this that's not like it was done before, because people would look at that and automatically know what they're trying to do, draw parallels to that, so you're going to have to do it differently. So let's think about this and what he's saying about it for a second. If you reintroduce Wolverine and he's just a guy wearing a beater, and he's wearing jeans, and he doesn't have a costume, and he sort of resembles Hugh Jackman, automatically you're drawing parallels to what came before, and a lot of people are going to be mad at you. Even if you eventually put him in a suit and you do it better, people will still compare the two, and their nostalgia will always win. It doesn't matter if they give you a comic accurate Wolverine on the big screen. It doesn't matter if he's hunched. It doesn't matter if he's smaller. If you draw any parallels and comparisons to Hugh Jackman, you will not do it as good. Nostalgia runs the world. That's why people gravitate towards what they grew up with, specifically around ages 8 to 12, because that's the thing they grab onto, because that's what influenced their most crucial growth years when they were becoming a teenager. So you're going to have to do it differently. You have to bring the character in differently. You can't do the same thing. You can't have him like find a rogue somewhere. Like, you're literally going to have to do it differently and come up with something new, as he's saying. What that is, though, that's up to Marvel Studios. Do they do it a little bit more properly? Do they make him Weapon X? Is that what they're gonna do? Is it gonna be a take on the Super Soldier Captain America serum like it's supposed to? I mean, there's so many things you can do that really differentiate it that I don't think they're gonna have to worry about comparisons. Obviously they will. People will compare it to Hugh Jackman because he's Wolverine, but at some point people will just go, you know what, accept it, it's a new version, and he's probably gonna wear the suit, so at least we'll finally get that.